So last night we drove to Owen Sound and we got a new subframe for my Avalon. So we got this from Josh. We had a pretty fun time there. This is out of a, I believe it was like a 93 V6 wagon. It's in great shape, and I think the ball joints are even pretty good. So this here will be going into that car, and I did get one of my cages back from him. I actually kind of forgot that he even had this cage. So, but this is not the cage that we need for that car. I have a specialty cage for that car because it's got the adjustable gas tank protector on it. And then I believe Wednesday night or Tuesday night we went and picked up this cage. This cage here I actually let a buddy borrow. This is 2020. I probably let him borrow it in 2019. We built a Saturn for an endurance race before Coronas. So that's how long ago I lent this cage out. We were able to take it all apart. We only had one bolt bind up on us, and that's because it was laying in the dirt because the car had flats. But why we got Josh's subframe is because this one has a kink. I know that doesn't look bad, but when you look up here, you can kind of see how much that little kink does. But you guys might be noticing we're missing something in here. Oh right, that's an engine. Now we have this engine, but I really don't know, I really don't want to take this to the US. This engine has a knock. Because I took the oil pan off because I had a hole in it, and then I went to go put a new oil pan on and I forgot to put it on, and I started and ran it and drove it without an oil pan. So that's my own fault, so I can't be mad at anybody except me for this motor being garbage. But with the Cushman going now, we have a project. So what we're going to do, it's been charging here for a bit. What's it at? 80%? Yeah, it's at 80%. So I'm going to make this Cushman able to go get an engine for me. So let's go take a look. Actually, let me get this thing ready and then I'll be right back. So I'm going to throw some more ratchet straps on this when I get to the truck. But honestly, guys, I think this is genius. If they didn't want it to work backwards, they shouldn't have made all this tube the same size, or they should have put like a stopper on the back. This is their fault for not thinking that people are going to be idiots. But I love it. So we have a plate on the back so that these two back wheels don't go through the plywood. It just disperses the weight across the back of the Cushman. We are behind the axle, so we should get lots of traction. And the battery's just about charged, so I think we're about to go have an adventure. Let's see what this thing... I'm going to put more straps on it. I'm probably going to go from like here down to the wheel wells. But yeah, let's go have an adventure. Okay, this is my first time attempting to drive this thing up this trailer. Last time I got it, I had to winch it, so let's just go a little slow. Oh, the nose hits. Come on, show me your torque. She's going! Well, we got it all tied down. Like I said, if they didn't want us to use it like this, they shouldn't have made it fit together. So this is going to be my new motor recovery vehicle. Let's see how well this goes. Don't mind the wiring. I'm still trying to figure it out. I got power and I got headlights. I'm slowly figuring out the wiring on this. So I'm going to go grab an energy drink, my cell phone, my wallet, and we're going to go for a drive. Well, we made it. We're going to be driving that thing off, and we're going to be taking the motor out of this car today. So he's kind of got it a little bit ready. He's not fully ready. I told him to take out those bolts. I'd like to pop the hood to see how far he got. But yeah, so this here is a car that I owned, and this guy bought it, but he doesn't want the motor that's in it. He wants to put his own motor from his other car into it. And I said, well, I guess I'll buy the engine back, because I kind of need an engine. So now we came here and we gave him some money for the engine. He was supposed to have it all ready. It's close, but it's not set in stone yet. So I gotta deduct money because I have to do a whole bunch of more stuff. This thing here's got a pretty bad oil leak. So we'll be fixing the oil leak, putting new plugs and new wires into it, probably a couple new coil packs, stuff like that. He cut the fuel line. Why would you cut the fuel line? Just undo the fuel line. Oh well. Maybe we'll be changing out the pressure line to the fuel pump as well. He cut the transmission. That's beautiful. He cut those. That's beautiful. Engine harness is out, throttle cable's off, brake booster's off. Alright, let's get ready to pull this thing out, I guess. Well, this is kind of exactly what I pictured in my mind. It felt like a great idea. But now that I'm here, I'm kind of having a little bit of second thoughts. I don't know if this is going to work. Well, let's try it. We got it all backed up. We got the engine crane all hooked up. Well, not hooked up. We just got to run the what do you call it? The chains to hook up to the engine, and then we'll be ready to lift it now, I think. Let's try this. Well, we're getting there, but we're also having some weird things happen. That's right, we got spinners now. Let's continue trying to get this thing out. We're almost there. We got it. I don't think we'll be able to load it, but we got it. I might have to bring it tighter to the ground so it's tighter to the center of gravity, but she's out of the car. We're going to put this thing back together, just shut the hood. We left him his steering, his throttle cable, his brakes, his axles, his power steering containers, all that fun stuff. Even left him his sub. So now we got to get that on the trailer without doing a catwalk up the trailer the entire time. Kind of a little bit tedious. Don't want this thing to roll over backwards on me. Was that tire off the ground? Okay, so let's see if she'll do it. Go, little Cushman. Go. Oh. No. I think I gotta. It's lifting that front tire. I think I got to lower that a bit. So I think I lost my remote control winch controls, so I had to use the old joystick, and it doesn't really work that well. But we got it up, we got it tied down, we got the Cushman tied back down, we got the motor tied down. Harley's over there playing because she found a ball. But that worked out a lot better than I thought it was going to work out. Yeah, so let's head home and then we'll get this motor unloaded. Well, we're home. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Catwalking cart here. See, I think there's something wrong with it because it pretty much takes all the juice out of the battery. Oh. But you know what? It moves it pretty good. Just will not climb that trailer with all that extra weight on it. Trying to be nice and gentle. So what I'm looking to do is I'm looking to pretty much get this ready to go into the shop. You know what, I'm going to put it on the other side because I still got to drive my truck back and take the other subframe out of it. That's my goal for today, to get that subframe out of that truck, and then this motor on that subframe, and then put into that car. Will she fit? Just in case it rains, I just want this thing out of the rain. There you go. And I don't know if I've told you this, but this thing has an e-brake. So as soon as you get off, it sets the e-brake. Alright, so let's go drive my truck back here and get the subframe out. Well, this week has been pretty busy. We had to go to Caledon East to get this. We had to go to Owen Sound to get this. And then we had to go to Tottenham to get this. This is the collection of probably 500 kilometers of driving, if not more, just to get parts for this car. Now this motor does need some work. I broke the sensor off for the map, and I also have to do the oil pressure seal on this because this one does have a massive oil leak. But we got it all home and we can start on this. But all this is going to go into this car so I can smash this car in New York. So that is quite intense that we are putting that amount of effort into a car to take to the US just to smash. It's not like I'm going to restore this thing. It's just that amount of driving just to smash something, which is unbelievable, to be honest. So tomorrow we're going to take that motor, put it on this subframe, put it on the back of that, change the oil pressure sensor, so the oil pressure seal, because then it'll be up high enough that I can kind of work on it, put a new timing belt into it. Then we're going to pull the sub out of this, pull this steering rack off, put that steering rack on this one because this one's a V6 steering rack and all the lines are bent, so I'd rather just put a completely different steering rack on it, and all the tie rods are kind of taken off. Once that steering rack's on there and then the oil pressure sensor is all changed, the oil pressure seal is all changed, then we can take this and put it into this car. This is going to be a full day of just moving subframes around, but we'll get it done. I just do not want to derby that bent subframe. So thanks for coming with me on my adventures today, guys. This is the last couple days, actually. This has been a lot of driving. I had some fun up at Josh's getting the sub, but other than that, this has been a lot of driving just to get this car built so then I can drive 7 hours, 8 hours from my house to smash it. So thanks for watching, guys. See you back here later on Zach's Workshop.